Well, hello, my gentlemen. You are here for the live Q&A in my lingerie with Erica Angelo. And we've got a little bit of wild hair going today because I didn't feel like straightening it. And the curls are coming back. Even though I put a straightener in there almost a year ago, they are coming back. And we are coming in hot today, guys, because I'm reading the chats. I started seeing them before they came in. What's up, Brian? What's up, boo boo? I saw some things coming in, and I'm about to come for someone. Who am I about to come for? I'm about to come for somebody. Someone made a comment, and Ninja Wolf, some dude, Ninja Wolf, I hate to tell you this, bro, but somebody beat you. Someone got here sooner than you, and they put in something first. What's up, Chris? How you doing, babe? All right. Live Q&A. This is a place where men can come in. So I'm a dating and relationship expert, and I've been supporting men for over 12 years now. I think, am I going on the 13th year? Maybe this is the 13th year. And so this is a place for me to connect with you guys, answer your questions, hear what's going on in your world, and what's happening, and how I can answer them and support you guys in this time. I don't know why my boobs look bigger. I wonder if I'm going to get my period. They're normally much smaller. Anyways, I mean, not that I'm complaining, but so Glenn, let's start off with that. You're like, what dating and relationship expert starts talking about her boobs right off or sits in her lingerie? Erica Angelo, because she does her own thing and she beats to her own drum. But so Glenn says, you know how it's funny how it's always a man who needs to change. Glenn, I'm gonna call bullshit on this. I'm going to call bullshit on this. Do you know how many dating and relationship experts there are for women? Do you know? I could list off many of them. There's so many. It's not just the man. For one, this channel is for men, in case you haven't noticed. Like, this is for men. So that's why everything I say is like, a man should do this, a man should do that. It's not to say that. It doesn't negate the fact that women have to play their part. In fact, I even speak to that and say, like, if you're going to become an emotional warrior, which is the alpha male who chooses to live life from his heart, his corazon, that you, in turn, as you evolve into this, that you can only attract an emotional warrior in terms of a woman. So it goes hand in hand. No, a man does not always need to change. A woman has to evolve, but a conscious man, Glenn, understands that. He understands that if he's going to elevate, then he damn better find a queen who's going to elevate with him. And someone who's just a constant damsel in distress, constant victim, cannot hang with a king, cannot hang with an emotional warrior. She can't keep up with that vibration. And so they will naturally break apart. So no, I completely disagree with you. It is not always a man who needs to change. Both people need to change. It's called relationship, and it takes to go. Ninja Wolf says, you still look naturally good in the background. Thank you, boo-boo. Thank you. All right. So Eric Renberg has a great question. Oh, my darling. He says, so Valentine's Day is coming up, and my wife died 5 years ago. Any suggestions to find Mrs. Right? And then you said below, been alone 5 years. My mom died second. No ladies in my life. Online dating sites, are they good or bad? Aaron, first, just as a woman, because we are natural, nurturers, and to be compassionate. Sweetheart, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you lost your wife 5 years ago. Like, I can't even imagine going through that. And it hurts my heart just hearing that you've too much of an empath sometimes. Sometimes I just feel things. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I can just feel it inside. I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. And losing your mother, that is not fun. That is not fun. Eric, this is what I would suggest. Yeah, absolutely. Get on online dating sites, because they're just going to expose you to people that you'd never been exposed to before. I have to breathe on that one. Yeah, I don't know why that hit my heart so much. I'm so sorry, babe. I wish I could hug you right now. I wish I could just hold you and just kiss you on the forehead and say, I'm so sorry. I've had clients who have been through this. And so working with them, I think that's where I've developed a heart of empathy and compassion for them. So yes, online dating sites. I will preface it by saying there is a lot of bullshit with online dating sites, but there's also a lot of good. It's just the same thing. Like, like people who protect themselves from getting hurt also protect themselves from getting love. Like, let's use that example. It's the same paradigm with online dating. There's going to be a lot of shit there that you want to protect yourself from, but there's also a lot of good people on there as well. So definitely give online dating sites a shot. This is what I would say specifically for Valentine's Day. And this goes for all you guys who are single, not for you guys who are in relationships. If you're in relationships, you should be asking me a different question, and I will wait for that. I will leave you to be responsible for yourself and ask those questions. But if you are a single man, let me tell you exactly what you want to do. There are a bunch of horny single women out there who are going to dinner and having girls' dinners, and they're on the prowl. They are looking for men. They're like, where is the D up in here? Where are the gentlemen? Where are the sexy gentlemen? This, I don't know why men don't do this, but I'm going to tell you guys get the sneaky peek because you're smart and you come to my channel. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. You get a group of your buddies together, like some dudes that know how to, like, aren't afraid to go and talk to other women. If you're a shy guy, this would be a great time to go with all of your outgoing friends. You go to a nice restaurant, you go to a restaurant where all the couples are going to be, and you bring a group of guy friends, because I promise you, there'll be a group of single ladies doing a single Valentine's Day, and they are hungry for looking, I wanted to say horny, but that's true. Horny and hungry looking for men. And so it's like, put on some nice clothes, dress impressive. Don't freaking show up at a bar in a t-shirt and shorts and no, freaking dress up and make some effort. So when she is scanning the room, she can easily spot you out because you look the part. So show up with a group of guys, either to a nice bar, to a nice restaurant, and look for the group of single women. And when you see them, go and offer them a drink. Boom, boom, mic drop. I dare. So next live Q&A. Here's where, because I'm not just giving you this advice for you guys just to sit and grow your asses larger and sit on the couch. That's not why I'm here. No. I want for the live Q&A for next week, which it will be, same time, same bat channel. I want you to get on here and I want you to tell me who actually did this, because you can listen to my advice all day, but it doesn't change your life until you actually take my words and put them into action. So in the next live Q&A, I want to see who did this. Okay. What else do we, oh, wow. And there it goes. It just popped. Boom, boom. And now there's tons of shit going down here. And I should wear my glasses for this. Oh, Eric, you're from Texas. I'm from Texas too, babe. Okay. All right. Let's find the next question. Oh, thank you, Shane. He says, you're an amazing goddess. Love your words of inspiration and encouragement. That really touches my heart. Thank you so much. Hey, Brandon, how are you, darling? How do you look so beautiful without makeup? Oh, babe, I do have on makeup. I promise you this. It's just naturally done. Preach on, Erica. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. 81,000 subscribers. I know I was talking to someone at dinner last night and I was like, I have 85,000 subscribers. And then we got on and I was like, oh, I have 81. Okay. Okay. All right, here's a good one. Canon Kid. Hey, Erica, I am having trouble in my relationship where my girlfriend expects me to read her mind. Like, she gets mad when I don't do something she expects without communicating it to me. What do you say? This is a great question because this shows up in a lot of relationships. But typically, I'm going to shoot you straight, Canon. It's really not about the little things. Chances are you're missing a bigger thing in her heart. And so women start making it about the bullshit things because somewhere in their heart, you're not meeting her. What I mean by that is this. So let's say like a woman, like let's say you're in a relationship and you haven't made love to her in a long time. You haven't romanced her in a long time. You guys haven't had a good heart-to-heart conversation. We're actually connecting. And so I just need to bring this down so I can sit back more. So you're not connecting. And so there's a break in the connection, and that's what she's agitated about. But sometimes Women and men don't know how to communicate that. They don't know how to articulate, how to verbalize that. So what women start doing is, when she's not being romanced, when you guys haven't had those heartfelt conversations that establish connection, when she doesn't feel pursued by you, and when she doesn't feel beautiful to you because you're not vocalizing that to her, women start nitpicking. They start becoming bitches. They start bitching. Well, you didn't take out the trash, and you know better, and you didn't take me to that restaurant, and you know that's my favorite restaurant. You get what I'm saying? They start making it about other things, what it actually is. And men do the same thing. I can guarantee you, like, men will be like, well, you're just being too emotional, da 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 da. And like, a man just doesn't say, hey, like, I'm feeling scared and I feel inadequate in this relationship. Like, men just don't come out and say, hey, I'm feeling very inadequate, and so I'm getting pissed off and pushing you away. Whoa, mic drop right there. Boom, boom. Who's going to catch my mic? So I would say to you, I can a kid, like, ask her, like, here's a brilliant question. Babe, I just need to ask you, like, where do you feel like, oh, this is so good. Are you ready? Write this down, I can and kid. And anyone else who's in a relationship, I want you to write this down. This is a big question. It's simple, but it's a big question. And I want you to say this, sir. Babe, where do you feel like I'm missing the mark with your heart? Like, one, what guy communicates that way? My guys do, my emotional warriors do, because I give them the exact words to say, and then their wives and girlfriends are like, wait, what are you talking about? That's on some next level shit. And you're like, yeah, girl, I know. It's because I'm an emotional warrior, because Arica Angelo has equipped me, and I do it. And here we are. Ask her that. Where have I missed the mark on your heart? And she's gonna be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Craig? Not that your name is Craig. And you say, listen, I just feel like there's a bit of a break in our connection, and our connection is really important to me. It's really valuable to me. And I feel like there's a disconnect here. I can feel your agitation with me, and I know that there's something else going on. Let's have a conversation about that, because I really want to know, because your heart, here's another one, write this down. Your heart feeling loved is my biggest priority. How? Oh, write that down. Gentlemen, write that down. Your heart feeling loved is my biggest priority. And that's when she melts. That's when all the guards come down. That's maybe when the tears flow. That's when she starts talking to you from the heart, and she's like, you haven't told me I'm pretty in 2 weeks, and I've been wearing pretty dresses and doing my hair for you, and you've not noticed it once. Like, who knows? Like, that's an example, but I'm saying there's something else going on underneath. So she's nitpicking about everything else. I can a kid. I'm sure that supports you, but you let me know. Oh, you guys. I love when you ask these great questions. You're so amazing. Well, I love doing these because you guys ask brilliant questions. Frances Nguyen says, how does a man hold space for women during their moments of struggle or anger? One, her struggle and her anger. That's a brilliant, beautiful question. And I love the heart behind that, Frances. Like, thank you for having that kind of heart to ask that question. When a woman is angry, one, let's just put some boundaries in place, because I know, some of you guys who come here are nice guys and friend zone guys, and it's when she's angry, she doesn't get to take that anger out on you. She doesn't personally get to attack you. So that's a boundary right there, okay? That's the best way. That's a good way to hold space, is just by having some boundaries, because you're going to want to hold space for her more when you feel like there's boundaries and you're not being attacked. When she's angry, say, babe, I want to hear your anger. Write this down, Frances. Babe, I want to hear your anger. Your anger is really important to me. So right now, write all of this down. So and you can replay this video, come back to the 14-minute mark. Babe, your anger is really important to me. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and I'm going to listen to you. And you can just get it all out. Like, whatever's pissing you off, whatever struggle you're having right now, get it out, babe. Because if you don't, write this down, Frances. If you don't get it out, that's going to stay stuck in your body. And baby, that is going to cause you harm. And I don't want that to happen for you. So babe, This is your stage. I am here to support you and hear everything that you need to say. Get it out and let her get it out. And based on how she receives love, you can, ask, get acquainted with her love language, because, when a woman her touch is her love language, after she gets all that out, she just wants to be held. Okay, baby, thank you for sharing that with me. Always validate at the end. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm here. Oh, that's a lot to carry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing that. So if that's her love language, that's how you interject touch. If she's a words of affirmation, babe, I hear your struggle. And thank you for sharing that with me, because that helps me out to hear where you are. I want to hear your heart. I want to hear what's going on in your life, babe. That matters to me. But babe, I just want to remind you that you are a boss woman. Baby, you're sexy ass. You're going to figure this out. And we're going to figure this out together. That's how words of affirmation comes into place. If she's an acts of service person, then you say, baby, come here. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate hearing that. That helps me so much know where you are. Come here, babe. Come here. You need a foot rub. Or let me massage your shoulders. Let me give you a foot rub. It's an act of service. It's like, let me help you get rid of the stress. You see how there are certain things that you can do. Or if she's a gift person, say, babe, thank you for sharing that. That's so important to me. And now I know where you are. Babe, come on, let me take you out to dinner. Like, that's a form of gifts that you can do. Francis, let me know if that helps you out. Mark says, I'm talking to this Marine. What should I do for Valentine's Day? That's what I was saying earlier, babe, is that you and a group of friends, you guys should go to a restaurant or a nice bar where women are going to be dressed up and doing a girls' night, hoping, just knocking on wood, going, sweet baby Jesus, God, Cupid, universe, please let there be some hot men here. Please turn this Valentine's Day around. And then you and your gentleman show up dressed well, and you do that and you make the connection. Oh gosh, and then it just jumped a million. It just jumped up. All right. Someone said women in a group aren't always single and on the prowl, though. A lot of them, no, we're talking about Valentine's Day. They are definitely on the prowl. No, don't even question that. They are 100% on the prowl. Trust me. Last time I checked, I have a vagina. I know. Sean says, why don't people want to talk on the phone anymore? You know what? It doesn't, Sean, that's a great question. And I think when that's something that's a priority for you, that you should make it irrelevant what other people are doing and say, this is how I connect. I don't really connect with text messaging. I want to, sometimes if I need to have a really important conversation, I FaceTime. I won't even do just the phone. I'm like, no, FaceTime. Let's have a conversation. So Sean, for whatever reasons that people have become like, less inclined to connect, you get to set the rules for yourself and say, I don't connect with text messaging. So if I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to call you, and you get to change that. But yeah, I think people are less comfortable with connection, and we've got all these barriers now to connect, but you get to pass and circumvent all of those barriers, and by doing what resonates with you. Oh, Brian, thank you so much for this, babe. I love my Brian. Brian says, you have helped change my life. Dating 4 beautiful women right now. Would welcome your advice on how to balance. That's a great question, because sometimes it is good to just kind of date other people and just kind of like get a feel for what you want. Brian, the biggest thing is getting clarity in this moment. Like, what is it that you want? Is it, you know what, I'm just enjoying dating 4 beautiful women and learning about myself through each one, or building myself up, my confidence, myself as a man back up with each of these women? Like, get really clear on what you want. Like, what is your hope? What is your wish? What is your expectation? What are you hoping to get out of dating these 4 beautiful women? And then go from there. If you're like, well, I actually like want to like make a real connection, and start asking yourself, which of these four ladies do I connect with the most? But it's really like getting clear on, crystal clear on what it is that you want. Because the moment that you become off balance is when you're not listening to yourself and going, what am I hoping to get out of this experience? And you just kind of go in it blind, and they're like, hey, let's do this. And you're like, yeah, I'm going on all these dates, but it's what I really want. So getting clear on what you want and acting out of that is going to be your balance. Someone said, flex your biceps, please. What am I, a monkey? Okay, Cayman Music says, is it better for the man to approach the woman or the woman approach a man? Sometimes I can be the one approaching the woman or the woman approaching me. You know what? You have to do what feels good. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I just saw Raphael Griffin. He said, hello, my first time hearing you live. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here, my darling. I believe this. Like, you really have to follow your own intuition. Like, if you see a beautiful woman and you really want to go talk to her, then do it. Like, follow yourself. That's all about being that emotional warrior again. It's like listening to yourself and acting on what it is that you want to do. So if you see a beautiful woman, make sure that you approach her. Listen, women are becoming stronger and stronger. Yes, we all still want to be approached by a man, but sometimes, what if the guy doesn't see you or whatever? You don't want to miss out on an opportunity. So always, if the inclination is there, act upon it. And there's nothing wrong with women approaching men either. I think that it shows a very confident woman as well. And when she does it, you really want to acknowledge it and say, if a woman does approach you, say, wow, I really appreciate your courage in coming and talking to me, because not a lot of women do that. And it says a lot about who you are as a woman. Say that and watch her become a puddle at your feet. Okay, what's the next question? Oh, Cannon says, great advice. Okay, babe, I'm glad that resonated for you. Okay, Ripped Up has something. And Francis says, thanks, Arica. That is great dialogue to have. Absolutely, babe. Start it there. There's something going on in her heart that she hasn't found, either a safe place or a way to articulate, but there's something else going on there than her just being not reading her mind. So Ripped Up says, I noticed since I started wearing new clothes, women treat me differently than before. How much does clothes change one's perception to a woman? Big time, big time, big time. So, guys, I talk a lot about becoming an emotional warrior, and that is very important. But when I first got it started as a dating coach, my private clients, I would personally shopping. I 100% believe that clothes make a difference, and they clearly do, because you've changed your clothes and now they're paying attention to you. Why? Clothes are our advertisement. Clothes are the book cover to create the introduction to who we are. If you pick up a book and it has a shitty cover and a shitty title, what are the chances that you're going to read it? None. It's the same thing with men. When you're walking around and you look like you just rolled out of bed, there's nothing about you that she wants to read more into, right? But when you've taken the time to groom yourself, to smell good, to put on some nice clothes, shave your balls, when you've done all those things, because you never know when magic happens. When you've done all those things, it shows to a woman, this is a man who respects himself. It also, let's just get practical. I always tell men this, like, I remember working with a lot of clients back in the day, and a lot of my men would wear really baggy clothes. And I said, do you know what this says to a woman? This says to a woman, don't look at me. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. My big clothes say, I don't want to be seen. And then men wonder, well, why don't women look at me? Because everything about your attire says, do not look at me. I'm hiding myself. I have shame. I have insecurity. So I'm wearing clothes too much bigger than my body, and I'm hiding myself. But let's just get practical. Like, when you wear a tighter shirt and women can see your muscles, that turns women on. That gets the juices flowing. I'm just going to keep it real. When you wear tight pants and she can see your butt and other parts of your body, thick legs, And I'm getting so naughty in my head. So naughty in my head. Okay. When she can see your body through your clothes, it turns her on. It shows her like, this is what I'm working with. Oh, okay. Game changer. But when you wear clothes that hides who you are, she's not going to want to read the book. Oh, damn it. It just skipped again. It's like the minute I move it, it just jumps like a whole page full of stuff. Oh shit. Where did that go? Oh wow, Anthony S. Wow. He says, "Hi, Arica. Whew. We spoke last year, having felt ready to move forward after losing my wife, and your words resonated deeply. I took on your advice, and today I'm happy to tell you I have found love again." Mm. Ooh. Mm. I'm very happy to hear that, babe. Congratulations. That really, wow, it moves me profoundly. And this is why I do what I do. Mm. Thank you for sharing that with me. I want to screenshot this because this is really important to my heart. This is what it's all about right here, darling. Whew. Thank you for taking the time to share that with me. That really touches me. Thank you. Maverick, the enigma. Sorry, I'm like having some congestion today. What's the biggest reason why relationships in 2021 fail? I personally believe that the biggest reasons why relationships will fail or are failing in 2021 is because we've become too consumed with protecting ourselves instead of allowing ourselves to be really seen for who we are and showing up as we really are and allowing love to come in. I think the biggest thing that sabotages relationships, dating, all of it, is this need to protect, this need to hide yourself, this need to not be vulnerable. This is why when I talk about becoming an emotional warrior, is so important, because really it's going to take that kind of courage. That's why I use such strong words like emotional warrior, because that's the kind of courage it really takes to be in a relationship. When we have created a society that has been so inundated with entitlement and self-protection, those are deadly combinations when it comes to relationships. Let me say that again. We have created a society of entitlement and self-protection. And when we do that, it is the death to relationships, because relationships require vulnerability. They require you to be courageous enough to step in and go, this is who I am, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you're like, Arica, okay, yes, I have to become this emotional warrior, I just put a link in there. You can check it out. This is a course I think every man, Sean has done the course, and he was like, Arica, you need to do this course for parents to like be able to connect with their kids. That's how powerful this course is, even for women. Like anyone can do this course. But that is the biggest thing, is like we're too committed to protecting ourselves from getting hurt. And when we do that, we actually put up a wall and love cannot come through. That is, in my opinion, it. Okay, next question. Mike Ho, are you in Bali? Yes, I live in Bali, Indonesia. Ooh, that's a great question. I love, man, you guys come up with great questions. So Dan David Amazona says, how to keep the sexual spark in LDR. You know that there are like little vibrators. Maybe I should start like, doing more sex toys on my videos, like talking about that more. Not that I can like, yeah, I can talk about them, but in Indonesia, they're actually illegal. But there are toys that you can buy where she can attach it to her, and then you can use it to stimulate her through your phone on an app. So things like that you can do. FaceTiming and having some sexy chat over FaceTime is really important. Sending pictures of body parts throughout the day, like, I missed you, and so did he. Snap. And sending it to your woman, that is very sexy. Showing her body shots of you, like in your underwear or like at the beach and showing off your body. Like, these sort of things keep that sexual spark going. Also, voice memos throughout the day. If you have an iPhone, I don't know about Androids, but if you have WhatsApp or anything like that, you can send voice memos and be like, I just want you to know. And just random, like, spontaneity is the biggest thing. Spontaneously sending her message and be like, if you were here right now, I would pin you down on a couch and I would lift your skirt up and I would not leave down there until you screamed out my name at least 4 times. When you spontaneously send messages like that, that's going to keep your sexual spark blazing. Let me know if that works for you. So guys who are asking about Valentine's Day, if you're single, make sure that you watch the video from the beginning because I give you great advice. Okay, I can take one more question. One more question. Let's see. Oh gosh, and there it goes again. Someone said, I'll send you $20 to switch to audio only. I don't know what that means. Last question. Oh, and guys, I always want to put this out there. Like, if ever you're like, something I say and you're like, I need to take this deeper. Like, I need Arica's help. Like, she gives a lot of good advice, but I need some like actual personal advice. Make sure that there is an application form that we can have a call about you and I working together. So I just put that in there. So here is my last question. So yeah, if you want to work with me, there's a link there. And if you want to check out what that Emotional Warrior program is all about, make sure that you check that out. Okay, but this is the last question, and it's actually a really good question. When am I going live again? Chris, that's all you have to be subscribed. So Chris knows I've been doing this thing where I'm randomly going live instead of just recorded videos. And no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. These videos, the live Q&A and lingeries, are every, for me, it's the next day, but I know in the States, it's every Wednesday night. But I'm not going to tell you because that's why you have to be subscribed. But let me end with this question because it's really good. Yup, 34 says, hi, Arica. You spelled my name with an E, darling. It's Arica with an A. Like America, Arica. Why does a man have to value a woman for her to respect him? That is a great question because value and respect go hand in hand. It's okay, babe, that you spelled it wrong. I'm not that fussed. Well, am I? I don't know. Yeah, that A is pretty important. So here's the thing. Value and respect go hand in hand, right? So it's the same thing for a woman. Like, for her to respect you, like, what is she respecting? There's obviously, if a woman respects a man, there's some things that she values about that man, and that's why she respects him. She just doesn't give him respect. It's not like carte blanche, It's like, oh, yeah, you're a man, you have a penis. Oh, here's respect. Nah, come on. Like, there has to be about you that she really values for her to want to respect you. So it's the same thing. Like, if she wants respect from you, then she has to show up in ways that you actually value. So if she's showing up as a bitch every day, you don't value that. But if she's showing up as nurturing, loving, supporting, she's championing you, you guys are having great sex, like, yeah, you're going to respect her. You're like, man, my woman is a real woman. Like, you're going to go and brag about her to your friends. So it's not just a man or woman thing. This thing goes hand in hand. Anytime that there's respect for anyone, even in the work field, anytime that there's respect, like, there is value with it. If you go to your work and there's someone that everyone respects, It's because that person brings significant value, and that's why people respect them. They didn't just wake up and like pull respect out of their asshole and be like, everyone's going to respect me now. No, absolutely not. They show up and they bring value to the marketplace, and therefore people respect them. And most of the time, that person respects himself. So make sure, Yep 34, that you also respect yourself, because when a person respects themselves, guess what? People in turn respect them. So respecting yourself first and its value. And this is an equal exchange on both parts, on both parts. All right, guys, I love you. This went on a little bit longer than I had intended. Make sure that you are subscribed and you turn on the notification bell, because I am doing random live videos. And we can like have more conversations about it. So about what the topic is. So there are going to be set topics, but then we can have a conversation through this chat box. So make sure that you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell. And guys, if you do have questions about like becoming an emotional warrior, working with me, there are links there. They're in the description. I'll put them in the comment section. But know this, guys, you have what it takes. I'm going to hear you say it. Say it with me. That's what I'm going to start getting you guys to do. Say it with me. I have what it takes. I have what it takes. Say it with me like this. I have what it takes as a man. Know this, guys. In this moment, take in a deep breath with me. Out for 10 seconds. You are deeply loved. You're so loved, babe. You are so loved. Doesn't it feel good to be loved? You are so loved. Just hug yourself and be like, Arica Angelo says, I am so loved. It feels so good to be me because I have Arica Angelo's love. And therefore, I am connected to love. I love it. You guys are putting it in the comment section. I have what it takes as a man. Yes, you mother freaking do, because if you're on my channel, that means you're becoming the emotional warrior, and the emotional warrior has what it takes as a man. I love you guys so much, so much, and I will see you in my next live Q&A in my lingerie. You take care. Bye, guys.